Well, on the road again, if you can hear me over the cars. Hey, White Rook 85. About to take a few days up to the cabin. First stop, ham radio outlet here in Newcastle. That's all the cars in the background that you're hearing. The 13 right behind us here. Got to return. Have to pick up a power supply and another stop along the way, and then we'll be heading up to the cabin. So let's get this over with. We'll get back in the car and get going. Well, let me interrupt the ride up to the cabin here. Just to let you know, you just saw me come out of ham radio outlet and picked up a few things in there. But I just want to let you know, if I sparked your interest in any way in some of the ham stuff, you can listen to anything that you really want to in ham. You don't have to have a license, you don't have to study, you don't have to pass the test, you don't have to pay the $35. You can get a small radio like this and listen to it and see if you're interested. My wife and I have found it interesting. Again, she's the higher level. She's an amateur extra, and we have a rig set up to do HF, or high frequency, and she's been getting hearing contacts all over the country, and she's actually even got out to Europe and Calgary. And this is just with an antenna in the attic. There's no actual antenna in the backyard. $80 Baofeng like this, and in the right spot with the right antenna. Again, I'm just starting to get into the fusion piece of ham radio, and that is where you actually connect in through the internet, and it kind of goes out over a repeater. And you can actually talk to people all over the country and the world with fusion. Again, it goes through the internet. Some people like it, some people don't. That's up to you to decide. I'm not going to tell you either way. But I'm just starting to get into that, starting to learn about it. And, you know, it could be one of those things. I could end up in a room, and you could be Nova Scotia, you could be Oregon or Washington, California, Texas, and I'd be able to talk to you just through my license, which is just the tech license, the lowest one. So, again, interesting hobby, and questions, let me know. There's our next stop, Best Cigar Pub. Not going to hit the pub or get anything to eat, but I'm going to stop in there. They do have a cigar shop in there. That's Best Cigars if you mail order from them. And this is where it comes from, so let's head down that way. And here we are. Home of the Best Cigar Pub and Best Cigar Prices. That's mail order if you mail order cigars. This is where they come from. This is their warehouse. Like I said, we just go into their humidor, pick out one or two cigars, and get right back on the road again. Tent sale. Oh, boy. Maybe I might not even go inside. Let's head in and see what it's about. Well, walked out with a little bit more than I wanted, or came in for, but for 20 bucks for a bag of 10, you can't complain about that one bit. So, all right, back in the car. Well, next stop, cabin. Well, just got here, pulled in the driveway, went to open the gate. Oh, there we go. It saw me finally. Well, just pulled into the cabin. Good ride up. About 6 hours, a couple stops. And the Cherokee's a little bit loaded. Have a solar panel in there. I want to try to set up a permanent solar panel. Hear any saws running, but we're going to take a look up and see what's going on with the logging. Nothing right down here in front of our, or off our back deck here, so I didn't get over to here yet. But we'll check that out. But the Cherokee did good as always. Running about 23 miles a gallon up here. Well, let's take a look at my first Cherokee. The missus was going through some pictures a few weeks back and found a picture of my original Cherokee, my first one. I think this is a 1986 two-door Cherokee Chief. And that was a pretty nice car. That was a 4 on the floor, stick shift, AM radio only, if I remember. And but it got us from here to there, and had that for a pretty long time. Let's get unloaded, and not going to do too much. We'll take a walk up there and see if there's anything going on. But that'll be the first day, and we'll have some dinner and relax a little bit. And here we are, all quiet from when I left at spring trip. Do the always present temp check when I come in, 73, 75. So I'll open this up a little bit, get some air in here. Nice out here on the deck. I think I'm going to be spending some time out here this evening, or this afternoon. Pretty nice. I mean, no jacket required, no nothing. Nice little breeze going. You can see the ferns are up in the field over here. Those apple trees. Some of them are apple, and some are others that grew up. So we got to take them out of there. But may need a bush hog later this year to clear some of this out. Field is looking good. And this tree right here, you can see it's got the tape on it. That's one that we want to go on. And of course our view over here, I kind of looked as I was going past the mountain there and didn't see the cabin, so I just figured he didn't get to this yet. I think now I'm just going to get that panel out real quick and connect it into the EcoFlow and see what kind of power we're getting out of it right now for the last hours of the afternoon. You can see my foot down there. I was actually thinking right along here, and this is actually facing south this way, so kind of try to have it at least over there. And here's this tree right here, this one right there, he's coming down also, so that'll definitely give us a little bit more sun in the afternoon over here when he gets to it. Here's our panel. This is 210 watts. So little damage in shipping right here, jack offs, but looks okay. Nothing's wrong with the glass. About 60 something, 67. Of course, sun is behind some trees, and it's not in the optimal position or anything, but I'm just going to go ahead and leave it here and let it charge. Certainly don't need any electricity right now. One thing you wonder about that carpenter bee trap, I thought it'd come up maybe, you know, 1, 2, 3 bees in there at the most. That thing is full of bees, full. So if you're wondering if that thing works, yes it does. Now my little string thing came undone. I'll be taking that off of there and taking it down and dropping those bees out. I did not expect that. That was that's pretty impressive right there. So let's grab some sunglasses here. I can stop squinting and go up and see what they did up here with the logging. Here's the first sign. We got the dozer. Well, the smells like diesel, but the exhaust stack there was cold. So it hasn't done anything for a little bit. And here's our landing. And little trail cutting in this way. Let's go down a little bit farther. I'll tell you one thing, that is cleared. We could definitely plant something in here when they're done, depending on what it looks like when they're finished. But yeah, a little bit more over here. Just stopped over to see a neighbor. He's building the cabin. He's doing an excellent job on it. Excellent. Really fantastic work on it. Well, pulling some trees out. You see the dot over there. That oak is going. And some more. Now this trail was here, cut that wasn't here before. Doesn't look like it goes real deep in there, only about 40 yards or so, 30, 40 yards. And here's another cut, and you can see his bulldozer over there. So it's just the trail he's using to come down, go around, go down there and get the logs. Depending on the weather over the next couple days, I'll go ahead and take a walk deeper in and see how far he's gotten. So far it only looks like really the top part over on this one lot. Well, on this Memorial Day weekend, as the flag waves, we think about those soldiers, sailors, Air Force, Marines that didn't come home, that their lives were the price for our freedom. Well, that was a long day, and the first day, simple chili heating up over here. Good looking chili that the missus made this week. This is a 66% beef and 33% pork. Some diced up carrots and celery and other spices. Going to be great. A little guacamole and some chips to go with it. Nice Pabst. Dinner time, and this is going to be really good. I'm pretty hungry. Well, a little windy out here tonight. Hopefully that's not interfering with the camera too much. If it is, I apologize. I might have to do something else inside too. But I broke out one of the cigars I picked up today at Best Cigar Prices. This is the Scorpion by Camacho, and it's a nice Connecticut wrapper. Pretty good cigar. Again, it came out to $2 a piece. You really can't beat that. The tent sale up there today was just the thing. So I'm going to sit here, have another beer, and I'm still watching Deadwood. I'm on still on season 2. I'm not trying to binge watch it and get through everything in a week and a half, and then all of a sudden it's gone. So I'll break that out again tonight and watch a little bit of that. I have a couple other movies with me for this week, so I'm going to continue on with my Scorpion, get on the Deadwood, and hey, I'm going to catch everybody in the morning. Well, a little Deadwood last night. Enjoyed some more. This plot is definitely getting complicated, and enjoying that. I watched a couple episodes, and I think I'll have to rewind about 10 or 15 minutes of the last one I watched. I may or may not have fell asleep on it. But that's what you're up here and you can do, and you just relax and enjoy. Now, out here with a coffee this morning. Oh, that's another good one. This is another Black Rifle coffee. I think in the last video I mentioned that I had bought the Freedom Roast from Black Rifle Coffee. Although I was wrong about that. Actually, that was a Christmas present for my daughter and the grandkids here. And I really appreciate them sending me this Black Rifle coffee. This is Beyond Black, is what I'm drinking this morning. Also in there was a Black Rifle mug and some pods, I think AK pods and SS pods, and 2 bags of coffee. So I really want to appreciate them sending that to me, and I want to make sure I set the record straight on that one. But the rain should be here any time now. I'm looking at the radar, and it looks like we had just had a few sprinkles last night, but it may be in here pretty soon, depending on the weather here. Take a look on how the pattern is going, and as you can see, it may be hitting me soon. But I still think I can get some stuff done here. Well, it's not cooking yet, but here it is. Going to be a good breakfast this morning. We got some pancakes, we got egg, we got bacon, and some fresh picked strawberries from Mrs. Rook's garden. Just picked those before I came up, and they're not quite big yet, but they'll get bigger, so they'll go good with the pancakes and the egg, and nice breakfast. I'm gonna go in and get that stuff all fired up. I'll just finish that great breakfast, and boy, was that good. That really hit the spot here. That was a nice cabin breakfast. Not sure if you can hear that. That is the sound of the guy on the dozer with the wood. So he might not think it's going to rain too bad, or he works right through the rain. Either one. But I'll have to go over and talk to him for a couple minutes. It's not going to put him on camera. Just respect his right of privacy. Just talked to the gentleman that's doing the cutting. He's actually working on his dozer right now. He's got an injector problem. He's trying to get that wrapped up and fixed. So he'll probably be here for a little bit until the rain starts coming down, and then he'll probably take off. So he just said we've gotten, and of course, nothing that you can see, but this one property just at the top. So no real reason for me to kind of go in there, because he hasn't gotten anything in the property yet. Going into the drive, a few deer prints in there, a couple over there, a few here. I have an app on my phone called Angle Meter, and I'm going to use this to try to get a 32 degrees. That's the optimum angle for up here for all year. And also it's got a compass on it, and I'll try to see where we're pointing here. Right on the corner of the deck here. I think that actually points south, but I don't want to have it on the corner here. Kind of rather have it off to the side. So I can use this angle meter, put it on the deck, and keep going until I get in 32 degrees, which is right there. So it gives me a good idea of how this is going to be. We'll have to get the panel out here and see if it'll allow me to do the 32 degrees. I wanted to try to maybe run some boards out from underneath it here to help hold it up, but I don't know if that's going to give me the 32 degrees or not. I think you can hear the rain on the tin roof here. I'll kind of put everything on hold for now. Kind of that's where I'm at so far. That's where I want to put it, and we'll see. We'll continue on there. The panel isn't that heavy. It's less than 30 pounds, about 28 pounds. So I just want to make sure it's all leveled out. We'll see what the rain does. It's kind of just hitting us on the side now, and I have a feeling it may stop. Continue on with the solar project, and here it is, screwed in place. Oh, that thing is like a rock. It is not going anywhere. Here's my angle, 32, exactly 32 is what I wanted. At this point, I just have to connect the wire through, but for tonight, I think I'm just going to run it through Sean's window over there, because I'm about had it for doing this. I mean, I know it seems like it's just, you're not doing a lot, but for some reason, I don't know, up and down, and get this board, look for that board. So I think I'm going to do another brace between here. That'll finish it off. I'll get that wire run for today. That's enough. I think I do want to get the couple beams in over here, and then that'll be it for the day. I want to kind of try to get this plugged in right away, because we do have a teeny bit of sun, and I just want to see what we're doing right now. So kind of curious to see. I'm sure we're probably only at this point, with that hazy sun and late in the day, really should be able to see tomorrow. And Sunday is supposed to be very sunny. Plug everything in, see what we're getting. And I know Sunday is supposed to be nice and sunny, so that's going to be a good indication of what we're going to get it just off of one panel. And then Sean and I may come up and put another one in. Well, here it is, pulling in 47 watts and 20 out with the lights that I have on right now. But if I'm pulling in almost 50, it's cloudy, it's the end of the day. I'm happy with that. You know, that's pretty nice. It'll be interesting to see what it does tomorrow when the sun's out, or on Sunday. We'll take a look then. But all right, I've got a lot of stuff to clean up, the drill and all the tools I used today, screws, nuts, bolts. So I'm going to put all that stuff away and then get cleaned up for dinner. Dinner time almost. A lonely steak, a lonely T-bone on the grill tonight. I'm going to have half tonight, and I'll have half tomorrow night. Over here, mashed potatoes and mushroom gravy. quite as full when it's just me here. Well, here's dinner for tonight. Nice steak, potatoes, carrots, mushroom gravy, a little iced tea to go with it. Gonna really enjoy this dinner tonight, this iced tea. This is definitely gonna hit the spot. On again, off again, work day. Was able to get the panel in place over there, which is great. It's a little bit more finish work to do there tomorrow. I may go into town. I don't know. I keep saying I may, and then I may not. And the beer over here, this is Hop Valley. I think this is Oregon. And this is the Mango Stash. It's a mango IPA. It's got crypto hops. I'm not sure if they froze the hops or what they did with it. But it's actually pretty good. It came in a sampler pack. I've been having the other ones. And all been pretty good, if you like IPAs. So I am just going to kick back on this beautiful deck right here. And definitely spend some time out here this evening. And then we'll continue on with Deadwood. I think I'm going to watch the little bit of the episode I missed, and then one more maybe, and then I think I'm going to watch a James Bond movie, the Daniel Craig version. I think this is Spectre is the film. So I haven't seen a lot of the Daniel Craig ones, one or two, but we'll go ahead and check that out tonight. And I'm going to leave you here. It's going to be a beautiful night. I think the rain is gone for the trip, which is fantastic. I thought I was going to be rained in tomorrow, but we'll see, because you never know. You wake up tomorrow and it could be raining. So I will catch you in the morning after a great evening on the deck, having a beer and just kicking back and relaxing after that day. Out on the deck here for a morning cup. Good night last night. Better sleeping. Always sleep better the second or third night when I'm here for some reason. Even though I'm so used to being here, it's not like it's when you go to a hotel and you have an issue sleeping. But good night. Watched a little bit more Deadwood, and rain came down last night. Pocket of thunderstorms hit. I couldn't even hear the TV. I had to just put it on pause because I couldn't even, with that metal roof, and I just couldn't even hear it. So just put it on pause for about 20 minutes. Storm passed and continued on. But same breakfast as yesterday. Little eggs and pancakes and bacon. So I'm going to have that in a couple minutes, and I'm going to see if I can get a bit to drill through the floor to run some of these solar panel wires. Sun comes up actually over here and then crosses up, and that's when it's going to hit the panel more in the like 10 to 2 time frame, which is prime time sun, so that's good. So it should, and we'll see what happens with the EcoFlow today, and hopefully it'll go back. I think I drained it down to about 80, and we'll see if we can, how far we can get it today with sun and clouds. That's what we're supposed to have. And we came up right here through the floor, decided to do that instead. So I'll go ahead and fill that hole back in, and I may put some wood around it or something, I'm not sure. Well, there's the underneath of the panel, and then a loop in case we need some extra room out here for some reason. And up along underneath and right up through the floor. I have this piece right here. It's got a couple notches for the wires. Screw them in and then fill the rest in with some silicone. And then all you can really see now is wood. So I'll just go and fill that in. I think that's going to turn clear also, if I remember correctly. Now, nothing's getting through there. It's all sealed up good. As you can see, I was only putting in 27, but it's raining out, and I was only using 22, so it's basically staying the same. We're not draining it down. That is almost it. I have a few more braces that I have to put on out there. I think for right now, I'm just going to clean a few things up and kind of put this area back together again and get those cords all straightened out and everything. Well, just had that good leftover dinner tonight. Here it is frying up in the pan. Little reheat action, quick, easy dinner. And when you're here by yourself, something like that really is perfect, hits the spot. Not a lot of trouble to do. So this afternoon, we kind of went in and out on that sun. It was sunny as anything, and then it would rain. And then it was sunny again, and then it would rain. So I didn't get as much on the Eco as I thought we would, but I am seeing a good amount of power. 178 watts in was the highest. Again, that's a 210 panel. It comes out to about 85% efficiency. And I know when we get these trees down, we get some good sunlight, we're gonna really see what it can do. And tomorrow should be the day, because all the rain should be out after this evening. Not sure if I'm going to get another passing shower this evening or not, but it's supposed to be at least sunny to partly cloudy tomorrow, so it should be a good day to check things out. So I'm going to sit back with a beer after dinner, watch another movie, and I'll tell you what, let me throw this in. And here's a screenshot. Let me know if you know what this movie is. This was one of Senior's favorite movies, and tell you the truth, I never saw it until now. It's one of Senior's favorite movies, besides that cinematic classic Porky's, which he was a big fan of. So, two ends of the spectrum here, but see if you can guess this one and let me know. And I'm going to look forward to watching it in an hour and a half or so. It's sit out here on the deck. It's pretty nice out here, so why not? Why not sit out here and enjoy? Had one of the tree guys stop in the other day, and I was talking to him, asking him to take a couple more trees out, and he said, "Boy, is this the spot to sit back and drink a beer?" And boy, he couldn't be more correct about that. So hats off to you, and we're gonna have a good night. And we'll catch you in the morning. And it's going to get a little nippy tonight, so you might want to put your long johns on. Getting down into the high 40s tonight, 47, 48. So we'll see what it's like. Not going to turn any heat on. I'm just going to put an extra blanket on if I need to. Well, here we are on Sunday morning. Chilly. Got chilly last night, down into the about 48 when I got up this morning. Cabin got down to 55, which wasn't bad, as I mentioned yesterday, with the extra blanket, and was good sleeping last night. Really, I think it's the best night's sleep I had so far. But we got some coffee going, and I think I'll get some oatmeal a little bit, and not too much today. Another third of a bucket of Lucky Buck out there. I'll put that out. I want to set another camera up in the field over here just to keep track of what's going on here. And that's kind of just about it. Today's going to be a little bit of a lazy day. I'm not going to do too much. I'll get ready, get the car ready and have everything packed up, because I am shooting out of here early tomorrow. But definitely have to stop at a car wash. There's a gypsy moss, though not as bad as last year, still made a mess, and there's stuff all over my car, and it's probably most likely it's poop. So I want to get that off of there, and I want to make sure that I don't bring any of those moths down to Delaware. So I'll get that thing squirted off. The EcoFlow is at 60% right now, and it hasn't started charging yet, but from the day I've only seen a few scattered clouds, so today is going to be a good indication of what we're going to get out of it. So I'm not going to try to touch it as far as use it for anything, and just see how far back we can get it by the end of the day. That'll be interesting to know. Well, they have a fly-in event going on at the airport in Wellsboro today, and they're doing helicopter rides, and guys are flying in with their planes, and they're having a pancake breakfast, all you can eat. So that sounds like fun. I contacted somebody on the ham radio that was over there. I heard him saying that they had a station set up there. So I contacted him and talked about what was going on. So again, that's the kind of stuff you can find out with the ham radio. But here at the pit, I just put down about a third of a bucket. Not that much. Put a new block in. There's the old block over there. But let's take a look at some of the picks that we've gotten. Have this nice bear in. He looks to be that 180, 200 pounder or so. And some deer. I'm still waiting for the first fawns to show. But we have this little buck showing, and he's little compared to some that I've seen on the cameras already. But anything is good. We'll see if the Lucky Buck can help them along and grow a little bit more. Just put this camera up to keep an eye on our field now. And swing around. You will get some sun in the morning sometimes. The pictures are a little washed out, but that's all right. And actually I have a bag of corn there and some Foggy Bottom supplement, some apple stuff. That's a new product, just came out, Foggy Bottom. You can catch them Facebook, do a search for them. So I'll just spread that corn a little bit and put the Foggy Bottom on top of it. Most likely that's going to be, once the bear finds it, it's going to be vacuum cleaner until it's all gone. But hopefully I'll be able to see something, and we'll get some deer in here too. And the clover is doing pretty good. Let's take a look at the clover too. Clover's doing okay down this section. I mean, not great by any stretch of the imagination, but I'll take it. So at least there's a little bit of clover form. I got contacted a few weeks back from The Ridge, and The Ridge is a company that makes RFID blocking minimalist wallets. And I said I'd be interested in checking one of those out. One of the reasons why, because I like the idea of the RFID blocking, and my wallet was just about had it. I've had it for a long time, and this was a good opportunity to switch over to something smaller and lighter and a little bit on the minimalist side. So let's take a look at some of the details on this thing that I shot at home about a week ago. So here's the Ridge wallet in the box as it came. This is the forged carbon fiber. I was asked just to go ahead and pick one, and that's the one I picked. So let's take a look at it. Little brochure of everything that they have. The old sticker. Everybody's got to have a sticker these days. We'll put it right here. And here's the wallet itself. And this is, again, it's the minimalist wallet. Basically just your cards in there. They do include a screwdriver in case you need to tighten this up or replace your strap in there for some reason. And if these do come loose, you can tighten them up, but I would suggest putting some Loctite on there if they do. Or if you don't have Loctite, just grab your significant other's nail polish, and it almost works the same as Loctite does. So here's the carbon fiber, forged carbon fiber. Looks pretty nice. So we'll put this aside, and I'm just going to get the scale out here. Here's my wallet that I've been using for about 35 years. It was a Christmas present from a boss at work, and I've had it for that long, and here it weighs in at about 124 grams. I'm just going to use grams because it's easier. And I'll put this on, and there we are, right at about 59. Here you can see the difference in thickness. Now this is not loaded up yet. I'm going to take my essentials out of here. I'm probably going to trim some things down, things that I really don't need to carry with me, and go ahead and put that into the Ridge. The one thing you do miss, of course, is the pictures. And of course, this is my daughter and granddaughter. This was actually about 10 years ago. I keep things in my wallet for a long time. I have pictures of them when they were babies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything, transfer it over into the Ridge. I have some Walmart gift cards here, Starbucks cards, that I'm just going to simulate my credit cards with. They're about the same size as a credit card. Go ahead and take everything out of here and then put it in the Ridge, and we'll see what it looks like. So this basically really just simulates what I have in my wallet, or what I want to put in my wallet. Like my driver's license, a couple credit cards, AAA card, and a bank card. And when you go into a store, you show a card, and you can see 55 completely empty. And again, I put this on a diet, and there it is still. This is after I took everything out, and there we are at about 86, 87 grams with the wallet just empty. So to load this up, basically just open it and then start putting your cards in. So let's load this up. So there it is. This may or may not be how many I have in there, depending on how I feel. And we're coming in right at 99 grams. So you can see we've lost some weight here. And thickness wise, now of course this is the wallet empty, but as you can see, it's still not as wide as that. And again, the only thing I'm really missing is the pictures that I've had in there for decades. To get a card out, just push your thumb there and then kind of spread it out a little bit, and then pick the card that you want, whatever. By the time you see this, you'll know whether I've enjoying it or not. And again, on the back we have a cash strap where you can take a few bucks. Now they say to fold it into thirds, and I think that's a bit of a hassle, so I could see me doing it in fourths and putting it in there, and there you go. Usually I don't even put my cash in my wallet, it just usually goes in my pocket. I asked for this just because it was small and thin compared to the money clip. I don't think I'm going to use the cash strap at all, but you know, I may put you know, emergency 20 or something underneath of that. Let's go back to the cabin and see how I've enjoyed this over the last week or so that I've been using it. So as you can see, that was small, it's compact, it's lighter than my other wallet. Yeah, it has a disadvantage that I can't keep those pictures in there. And those pictures I've had in there for some of them for almost 40 years or more. There was one of my brother in there that I know was, I think it was his high school graduation, and that's been a long time. And I've had it in my wallet for that long. So I do miss that piece of it, but I really like having a small, simple wallet that I can just throw in there. And this thing weighs nothing, the size is nothing, and it's credit card size. I've used it by getting credit cards out and pumping gas on the way up here, and I haven't had a problem with the cards falling all over the place or anything like that. So it's a nice wallet from the Ridge, and this is a pretty sharp looking wallet too. So I'll tell you what, I think I'm gonna use it by going into town right now and doing a couple things. So check out the Ridge. I know they have some Father's Day specials coming up. I think you can save about 15%. So check out the links. Well, this is what the gypsy moths did to my hood of my car and windshield, and it's a mess. Well, I was hoping to do it tomorrow morning, but this is a real mess. I want to get this off of here now. If I have to do it again tomorrow, I'll do it again tomorrow, but this is terrible. So I'm going to head down, and then if I'm heading into town, I might as well get maybe a 6-pack of beer. I have enough, but you know what? Maybe we'll see what Pudgy's has got. Well, I got a lot of it off. I went just through the squirt. Now I'm just going to go ahead roll through the soft touch when these people are finished. Actually get something touching the car so it gets all that stuff off. That's terrible. Looking at the hood will now blind you. No more of that crap on there, and I don't see anything. So Tioga Street Car Wash, you did well. Looking 1,000 times better. So let's get in there and do a couple more things. Hey, you've heard me mention Pudgy's before. Let's go in and see what their beer cave looks like. Pudgy's picked up this Vienna lager from Devil's Backbone Brewing. That's Virginia from what I read. Now, put a few of these on ice here, picked up some more ice. There we go. And we'll enjoy a couple of those later. Well, the Eco got to about 80%. Went from 60 to 80. So I'm pretty happy that we got from 60 to 80 with that, with the one panel. And we put the other panel in there. And I think that'll get a full charge for the day, depending on how low it is, which is pretty good. So that's nice. And the one good thing is I don't have to do anything. There's no setting anything up. Just it's in there ready to go. So having that panel in is pretty nice. I was getting on about 5 o'clock-ish. All cleaned up today. Took a nice shower. I felt good getting a couple days of grease and sweat off. So I'm going to go out there, get a fire going, and sit by that for a little bit. It's Sunday evening, and started up a nice fire here, as you can see. So I'm going to sit out here for a little bit around the fire and see what happens. I was hoping to see a bear or some deer or whatever out in the field, but never did. Maybe next time. Very good trip. Got to finish what I wanted to as far as getting that solar panel installed. Just going to sit here. I got the Devil's Backbone lager that I got down Pudgy's today. Vienna lager, and good taste so far. It says mild toasted and caramel notes. Sometimes I think they make stuff up. But it's good beer, good nice lager. Glad to have a nice lager for tonight. Four-wheelers just went by, if you heard. So I'm just gonna kick back with beer here. May have to get some snackage at some point, I'm not sure. Here we go. How about some dogs? Well, just about done. Just about done. Well, Memorial Day, heading home. As I mentioned last night, great trip. Got some things done and relaxed a little bit, which is also nice to do. So on this Memorial Day, I'll leave you with some images, and we can think about some things as the rest of this video plays out. So this is White Rook 85. I'll catch you next time.